Here we are again with Elizabeth Inman. Wow, what an amazing woman of God. Would you share a little bit of your story with us, Elizabeth?
I will. You know, when I was a little girl, some bad things happened. Happens to a lot of us when we're really little. And what happened is it ignited a fire inside of me that was not supposed to happen until much, much later in life. So therefore, I probably answered every altar call at every vacation Bible school I ever attended. And I did, in my early teen years, have my encounter with the true Jesus Christ. I did. But you know, the ways of this world are strong, and there is an enemy out there roaring like a lion, seeking who he can steal, kill, and destroy from, and he did everything he could to destroy me. And I succumbed to the pull of the world and ended up in my late teens having an abortion. And that was the pivotal moment that really drove all of the rest of my life. It's something that's not talked about, and yet 1 in 3 women will have an abortion. So you're in a group of people and there's 100 people in the room and half of them are women. 1 in 3 have had an abortion in America. And yet we don't talk about it. And I certainly didn't talk about it. But what happened is it put a very out of balance drive of ambition inside of me for perfection. And so I wanted to be the best at everything. I wanted to be the best career person. I wanted to be the best mother. I wanted to be the best wife. But I'm out of balance. I'm out of balance because I'm trying to fill this void that this humongous mistake I made. I killed my baby. There's no way to sugarcoat that. I killed my baby. And then I'm having babies, and every time I look at a baby, I wonder about my baby. And so we can hide it, we can cover it up with success, we can cover it up in a mountain of different ways, and we do, but it never goes away. And so after that drive and that unbalance in my life just took over and just ruined everything. Bad decision after bad decision. I own them all. I own them all. My responsibility. But when I was spent and I was just poured out and my marriage is gone, my children are hurt, everything bad that could possibly happen has happened, then I just turned to the only place I knew to turn, and that was to Jesus Christ. And all the while, He had never left me. He was always with me. He was right there in that room when they killed my baby. He never left me. He never stopped loving me. When I cried, He cried. And it's just that grace is so powerful, and it's there for everybody. I then set about, even over the next 15 years of having my heart back right with God, just believing that nobody else has ever made a mistake like mine. That isolation mentality that I'm the only one, will not drive you closer to God. It's designed to drive you farther from God. And then the statistics, 1 in 3. Nick, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one hurting. There's other women out there today hurting. But you want to know what I found through my redemptive walk with Christ? Is that abortion doesn't just hurt the women. It hurts the husbands. It hurts the boyfriends. It hurts the mothers who pays for the abortion, or the grandmothers who pays for the abortion. It hurts everybody. Everybody is impacted by this horrible thing called abortion. But the grace of God is beyond all of that. I mean, I can't begin to tell you how freeing it is to know. Number one, He wasn't surprised. I mentioned there's not a mistake I can make that'll surprise my Heavenly Father. And He still loved me. Never stopped loving me. Never left me. Never forsook me. Never stopped the plan He has in my life. It's the most broken oftentimes that when they're yielded and they're poured out, that He puts back together in these little pieces and He uses the most. Here I am on video. Who would have ever guessed that God would use me in such a powerful way? And if He'll use me, He'll use others.
Amen. Thank you for your transparency with all that. Thank you so much for sharing, Elizabeth.
Thank you.